Villamor, 22 years old, studying at Negros Oriental State University, Mabinay campus. I am taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino. And today, I will be presenting to you the following informations about the country of Belgium. This is our task number 1 of the subject, personal and professional growth for teachers. So, without further ado, let's get started.
The Belgian educational system, with a focus on the region of Flanders. 3 competences, however, remain a federal matter. 1. The determination of the beginning and the end of compulsory education. 2. The minimum requirements for issuing of diplomas. 3. The regulation of retirement for employees in the educational system. Compulsory education in Flanders. In Belgium, education is compulsory from the ages of 6 to 18. However, a student is only compelled to attend full-time education until the age of 15. From 15 onwards, students may engage in part-time schooling and opt for a structured learning path that combines part-time vocational education in an educational institution with part-time employment. The stages and types of education in Flanders. The foremost stages of education in Flanders are traditionally understood as the elementary stage, the secondary stage, which also includes a system of alternating learning and working, but also special needs education, which is targeted for both the elementary and secondary stages. The tertiary stage, higher education, which includes both traditional research universities and the universities of applied sciences, the colleges. The University Colleges Leuven and Limburg is a university of applied science in the Flemish community, whose main language of instruction is Flemish or Dutch. Elementary education, preschool and primary. Elementary education, basisonderwijs, comprises both preschool education, kleuteronderwijs, and primary education, lager onderwijs. Preschool education is accessible for children from 2.5 to 6 years old. Although not obligatory, most children participate in pre-primary education. Preschool education supports the versatile formation of children and is aimed to stimulate their cognitive, motor, and affective development. Primary education is targeted at children from 6 to 12 years old and comprises 6 subsequent years of school. A child usually starts primary education when he or she is 6 years old. Upon successful completion of primary education, children are granted a certificate. Secondary education. Secondary education, secundair onderwijs, is organized for young persons from about 12 to 18 years old. Full-time secondary education consists of 3 stages as well as various modes of education. In the first stage of secondary education, a common curriculum is offered. Students only choose a specific direction of study at the start of the second stage of secondary education. The 4 types of secondary education in Flanders. From the second stage onwards, 4 different types or modes of education are offered. The student chooses a course of study within one of the 4 types. 1. General Secondary Education, ASO, which focuses on a broad general education. It does not prepare students for a specific profession, but rather lays a firm foundation for higher education. 2. Technical Secondary Education, TSO, focuses on general and technical theoretical subjects. After TSO, a young person may practice a profession or transfer to higher education. This type of education also contains practical training. Secondary Education in the Arts, KSO, combines a broad general education with an active practice of an art form. After secondary education in the arts, a young person may practice a profession or transfer to higher education. 4. Vocational Secondary Education, VSO, is a practically oriented type of education in which the young person receives general education, but where the focus primarily lies on developing one's personality and social skills, as well as the concrete learning of a specific profession, which can be practiced upon completion of the program.
If in the Philippines we have grade 7, grade 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, in the country of Belgium, they call it differently. They call it 1 ED second year, 2 MS second year, 3 MS second year, 4 MS second year, 5 MS second year, and 6 MA second year. Number 2. Programs or courses and curriculum for teachers' education in Belgium. Bachelor programs in Flanders may be both professionally oriented or academically oriented. When we say professionally oriented, professional-oriented bachelor programs are primarily aimed at practicing a profession and offer a direct access to the labor market. While when we say academically oriented bachelor programs focus on a broad academic education or an education in the arts. They aim at offering access to a master program or to the labor market. Both professionally and academically oriented bachelor programs comprise at least 180 credits. In theory, a student takes 60 credits a year, but variations are possible. The following are the programs in Belgium or the bachelor education programs. They have International Teacher Education for Primary Schools or what we call ITEPS. The description is, if you have a passion to teach and are open to new cultures, teaching in an international context may suit you. The International Teacher Education for Primary Schools or ITEPS is the first full bachelor program that educates students to become teachers in international setting. Second, they have early education or early childhood education. The description is, as a community of professional educators, they commit to develop the highest quality teachers who will become exemplary citizens and add value to the world they will inhabit, and who can teach each child in the global contemporary society. Third, they have BA Education. The description is, education or the BA Education degree program encompasses the psychology, sociology, history, philosophy, and social anthropology of education. Fourth, they have education in English. This program prepares students for careers in teaching English in secondary schools. Fifth, they have visual arts. This is the double degree. The description is, you will develop a critical awareness and understanding of artwork in its production, interpretation, and presentation, and of sound knowledge of the theories and practices required for talented people to work professionally and with the visual arts. We have the sixth, Language with Management Studies. This is also a double degree. The description is, the BE Hons or Professional Studies course provides an articulated progression route to a BE honors degree for students who have successfully completed a foundation degree in any subject. Seventh, Physical and Health Education. This is for the teacher education. The description is, the mission of this major is to prepare teacher candidates who are passionate about health and physical education. It promotes lifelong physical activity, cognitive function, and overall academic achievement through a standards-based curriculum. 8th, History and Literature. The description for this course is that this honors program provides interested and qualified students the opportunity to explore in depth the relations between history and literature, science teacher preparation programs, biology and chemistry. That is the 9 programs that they offer. Again, science teacher preparation program or biology and chemistry. The description is the College of Science Teacher Program or Preparation Program provides science major the opportunity to take courses and engage in school experiences that will lead to a Bachelor of Science degree in science education, quality for eligibility for secondary science, teacher certification, or to a minimum in science education. 10th, language arts for early education. The description for this program or course is prepare students to work with children in preschools, daycare centers, and other child development centers. The third cycle in Belgium is they call it the doctorate degree or the PhD. A PhD is the highest qualification awarded by universities in Belgium. During the conclusion of the PhD, students are required to present and defend a thesis in public. Number 3, qualification for teachers in Belgium. Teaching in Belgium provides an opportunity to enjoy historic European culture and a very high standard of living while earning a competitive salary. Belgium is the perfect location to travel to nearby European destinations. The Belgian school year starts in early September. Teaching jobs become available throughout the year as well as during the summer months prior to the new school year. The qualification to teach in Belgium. Most candidates will need a TEFL certificate in order to qualify for more competitive ESL teaching jobs. University and college degrees are also beneficial but may not be immediately recognized by Belgian education institutions. Teaching in Belgium as a foreigner. Anyone that wants to start teaching in primary or secondary education will have to fulfill certain requirements in order to be hired by a school. Concretely, these requirements concern, first, the nationality. If your country of origin belongs to the European Union or EU or the European Free Trade Association or EVA, you fulfill the nationality requirement automatically. If you still have another nationality, you need to have a labor card. Moreover, you can only be hired after exemption of the nationality requirement. The school will request this exemption for you at the Ministry of Education. Second requirement is the civil and political rights. You can prove your civil and political rights by providing a certificate of moral behavior. You can get this from the local authorities and you can ask for model number 2. Do keep in mind that you will not receive this certificate immediately. The police will first check your background. Moreover, the chief of police is required to give motivated advice. This measure became active in 2002 to optimally protect the children a teacher comes into contact with daily. The third requirement is the language. A teacher has to prove his proficiency of the teaching language, Dutch for the Flemish community or French for the French-speaking community. If you have a diploma in Dutch or French, you automatically fulfill the language requirement. If not, it is sufficient to pass a language exam on the thorough knowledge of Dutch or French. A language teacher also has to provide the required degree to teach the language he specialized in. Fourth requirement is the teaching capabilities. You also have to prove whether you are capable of being a teacher by providing a copy of your diploma. For each specific teaching job, the community governments determine a capability proof. This proof includes a basic degree, example, a master's degree, and possibly proof of pedagogical capabilities, example, teacher's training and/or experience. Fifth requirement is the medical fitness. You can prove your medical fitness by getting a certificate from your physician. To teach in a subsidized education, your health may not endanger the health of the students. In community education, you cannot have any diseases or handicaps that makes it impossible for you to teach. The certificate cannot be older than 1 year. Number 4. The benefits for teachers in Belgium. Salary and benefits. Determining a teacher's salary is rather complicated, but there are some basic principles. The following factors are important to determine how much you can earn exactly. First, your job title. Second, are you a temporary teacher or permanently appointed? Third, your administrative condition. Are you active or put on non-active? Fourth, your degree or degrees. Fifth, do you work full-time or past-time? Sixth, is your main profession or your secondary profession? Seventh, your years of experience. Eighth, civil status and family composition. Eighth, extra activities, example, supervision during lunch break and others. Besides your monthly salary, a teacher is entitled to certain benefits. For some benefits, however, you will need to fulfill certain conditions. The possible benefits are the following. First, they have holiday bonus. If you have worked in education the last year and exercised a principal function, you will receive a holiday bonus. The bonus comprises a fixed amount and a variable amount. The variable amount depends on the time you work at the last year. We have the second one is the end of the year bonus. If your wages are paid by the government and you exercise a principal function, you will get paid by the end of the year. This bonus also comprises a fixed amount and a variable amount. The variable amount depends on the time you worked last year and the position you fulfilled. Third benefit is the cost for travel between work and home. If you come to work by public transportation or by bicycle, your cost can be reimbursed. Fourth benefit is the heart and status compensation. Any teachers with a modest income can request an extra compensation. Depending on your income and family situation, you can get a health and status compensation. To get a health compensation, you need to be married or living together, or be a single parent with at least one child for which you receive child care benefits. Besides your annual wages, you cannot be higher than a certain limit. If you cannot get a health compensation, you might still be able to get status compensation if your annual wages are lower than the limit set. The compensation is smaller than the health compensation. The fourth benefit in Belgium is the maternity bonus. If you are going to be a mother or a father, you can get a maternity bonus. Fifth benefit in Belgium is the child care benefit. This benefit, by the way, you can get this if you're a teacher in Belgium. Once your child is born, you can get a child care benefits. This starts at the first month or after the birth and ends when the child leaves the house or when he or she turns 25. Sixth bonus in Belgium when you are a teacher, we have the union bonus. If you are a member of a trade union, your employer repays you the part of your membership through a union bonus. You are required to be with a union for at least 1 year. Seventh benefit when you're a teacher in Belgium is the extra fee or compensation for special certificates or degrees. In some cases, a teacher can get an extra fee based on a certain certificate or diploma. Example, degree of higher pedagogical studies, bachelor or master's in psychology, and others. To get this fee or compensation, you should send a copy of your certificate or diploma to the Ministry of Education in Belgium. Number 5. Issues and concerns of teachers in Belgium. Teachers in Belgium, like in many other places, they have concerns such as workload, classroom management, and adapting to evolving educational methods. Additionally, they might face challenges related to resource allocation, class size, and addressing the diverse student needs. It is essential to consider both the professional and personal aspect of their experiences. According to the OECD website, teaching was the first choice career for 68% of teachers in Belgium and for 67% in OECD countries and economies participating in TALIS or TALIS. In terms of why they joined the profession, at least 86% of teachers in Belgium cite the opportunity to influence children's development or contribute to society as a major motivation. In terms of classroom environments, relations between students and teachers are positive overall, with 96% of teachers in Belgium agreeing that students and teachers usually get on well with each other. However, 36% of principals report regular acts of intimidation or bullying among their students, which is higher than the OECD average, which is 14%. According to the article of Belgium entitled Huge Teacher Shortages in Belgium Leave Students Lagging Behind. According to him, or in his article, teachers in Belgium are quitting en masse, both in primary and secondary education, leaving students falling behind in classes where in many cases shortages are resulting in the cancellation of classes. Certain subjects have not been taught for months according to the margin, and that inevitably impacts the quality of education. And that is all for the issues and concerns for teachers in Belgium country. And that is all for today's video presentation. Once again, I am Angeline Garcia Villamor, hoping that you have learned something while watching this video. Thank you!